Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first day of Who is My Neighbor Vacation Bible School. This week, we're going to learn all about what it means to be a neighbor. Throughout the week, we will have a special guest with us. This person asked Jesus the same question we are asking, who is my neighbor? But before we hear from our special guest, how about you? What do you think it means to be a neighbor? I'm sure you came up with a lot of great ideas. I know you already know a lot about what it means to be a neighbor. Maybe you can help explain this to my friend Sage. Hey Sage, come on over here.
Hello there, everybody. Hello, good to see you all. You look like a very smart crowd out there, and I love smart crowds. Just a warning, my hat likes to disappear on me. It's because I'm so smart.
They are a really smart crowd. We were talking before you got here about what a neighbor is, and they came up with some really smart ideas.
I'm sure they are some very smart ideas, but of course, I already knew them.
You knew that already? But then why are you here? Why did you ask Jesus who your neighbor is if you already knew?
Oh, good question. Another good question. I love good questions. I was testing him. I wanted to see if he knew the answer.
You were testing Jesus by asking who your neighbor is?
Yep.
But what good does that do?
But that wasn't the first question I asked. The first question I asked was, what must we do to inherit eternal life? Now, I, of course, being very, very smart, already knew the answer. But it is a good question, don't you think?
It is. What did Jesus say?
Well, he asked me to tell him what was written in the law.
And?
We've already been over this. I'm super smart. So I totally knew the answer. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength, and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. I knew this was the right answer because Jesus told me, you have given the right answer. Do this, and you will live.
So let me get this straight. You asked Jesus a question, Jesus answered with another question, and you answered. Sounds to me like Jesus was the smart one. He got you to answer your own question.
Wait, hey!
It's a good answer, though, and a good starting point for our question of the week. Who is my neighbor? Because it reminds us that all love comes from God. Before we can love our neighbor or even ourselves, we were loved by God. We love because God first loved us.
Isn't that your theme verse for the day?
It is. On this first day of Vacation Bible School, we're going to focus on all the ways that God loves us and how we can show our love to God. God's love is really the best place to start learning about how to love our neighbors. Martin Luther talked a lot about how once you know how much you are loved by God, you cannot help but share that love. The love of God just overflows out of you.
Okay, that's great and all. But can we get back to how great it was that I got you to introduce the theme verse like that? It was like the perfect lead-in. Wow, I'm just so smart.
Yes, you did. You are very smart and very humble.
I know.
Anyway, that's about all the time we have for this morning. I'd better let you go so we can get going.
Okay, maybe I can come back tomorrow and help you all out again. I can tell you the second question I asked Jesus, that one was a real stumper.
Sure, more help? That would be great.
Great, see you all tomorrow.